What's up, guys? NW Serpent here, and welcome to Calamity Crusade. Is it 31? 31? I think it's 31. Yeah. So we're gonna start off with Get Gear Xrd, and we're gonna start off with round robin, like last week. So we're gonna not much bigger entrance here, but we're still able to bring out the Xrd hype going on too. So we got about like 5 players, round robin, straight through. So no issues right here too. I'm joined by my commentary Rayshar right here.
Oh, everyone.
Yep, you're right.
It's Russia again.
Once more, and we'll get through it.
And yeah, since just like Serpent said, it's another round robin. There's a lot of things going on. Fighters are usually like full of torment, so it's fine. It's not like the fullest brackets, but I'm sure it's gonna be just fine in the match quality side. Last round robin, we had some really fun matches.
Yep, and also there's another nurturement rogue going on at the same time too, so we might have to like collide with each other too, so it might be a little rough here and there. Actually, let me see. What's going here? I think one of them has to play the other match there.
Give me a second.
Oh yeah, he's also, actually yeah, he was also playing on a match. Never mind. Let me switch that match here. Let me switch that one. Let's put
Let's hope that the game is kind this time around, because last couple times I've tried to like play Rev, I've had issues joining lobbies, so fingers crossed.
Yeah, I decided to put money into have money to jump in.
Clear match.
Yeah, Jigsaw is over there. Jigs is over here too, so.
See, search ID is W8D6.
Yeah, I'll have money jump in and have Jigs and Buddy play each other 3 out of 5, so.
Alright, I was able to join without issue.
Alright, we'll get this going here. Let me get my below scoreboard here. Oops, my bad.
So we're gonna have first Muddy and Jigs.
Yeah, Muddy and Jigs. Oh my god, your volume is actually loud. Let me fix that. I'll fix it. Don't worry. I can turn it down a bit. Feel free to jump in.
All right, Sin versus Leo. Hashtag Jigs sweep. Right off the bat, I'm expecting to see a lot of DPs. Both these characters have really good reversals.
Oh yeah, the freaking screen is
Immediately just mashing 2D and counter hit this man's a purebred Leo player. Alright, nice 5p anti-air. Hey, nice parry there in reaction, and we burst immediately. Didn't really want to do that, but air dash attack. Ooh. Blocking everything there. Really nice defense for Medi so far. And really good reaction with the DP cancel there. And yeah, you can't exactly punish that. The recovery is like, super low for Right to Lightning there. Wait, not Right to Lightning, the other one. Oh wow, trade with the Tornado Super. That's actually really unfortunate. And a little bit of a scrambler first round. But I mean, it's the first round of the tournament. A little bit of sloppy Spectre here and there. Ooh, really nice jump in there. Ooh. Blackbeat. And yeah, it's kind of scary to contest Sin at that range. Big driver is like such an oppressive button when used properly. Still, Jigs managed to get out and is now trying to put Muddy in the vortex. Oh wow, Jesus, Jigs really a big fan of the Tornado Super. The helicopter, oh wow, parry into K. Both of these players are really just trying to swing. Oh my god, the hardest call out on the DP. And that's gonna be the first game so far for Jigs. Really scrambly, both. The only one that got like a real big combo was Muddy. Couldn't quite make the most use of the knockdown there. Really nice air throw there with the command jump. Seeing command jump, one of his main neutral tools. And DP trading. Looking the overhead. Maybe tried to bait a DP there with the command jump still. Manages to get a hit. Eat again. PRC to make it safe. And just keep Jigs in the corner. No confirm on the big driver there. And ends up losing the corner. Immediately burst out. Goes under. Oh no, bad burst by Jigs. Just a little bit outside of the range there. And Muddy doing a really good job so far leveraging the range advantage that Sin has over Leo. We haven't seen Jigs use much of the projectiles. Maybe that's what those whiffed buttons were, trying to like do a projectile and messing up the charge. Okay, oh wow. Again with the parry on their wake up. Jigs is really a big fan of these hard callouts. Scuds out the backdash, and the blitz again, and we're just doing a lot of things here. Bait the DP, and this is gonna be a decent chunk of damage. Okay, no spending the meter, that's fine. And Jigs is actually the one that ends up spending the meter. Oh, that's gonna catch the backdash. Yeah, Jesus Christ. Jigs is very proactive with his meter usage in regard to supers, especially the projectile super. I mean, it's understandable, it's really good, really fast. Okay. Really nice instant blocking by Muddy, and just as I say that, they get hit. Okay. Good jump out over the fireball. And yeah, this is going to be a heap of damage. Pretty sure that jump was like maybe a failed flash kick input. Really nice backdash there through the 6H. Ends up making Jigs use the burst. Oh wow, really nice reaction with the parry. And that combos. Do we get the pickup? Oh, Black Beast pickup still, it's fine. Bit of a clash. Really, Jigs has been really effective with this 5P anti-air so far. And again, a little bit too far. Let's hope. Yeah, Muddy didn't press anything. And Jigs then the haircut straight there of the big diver with the far as. It's gonna be 3 out of 5?
It's 3 out of 5, yeah. Straight
okay.
through, yeah.
So Muddy still has a chance to bring it back. Jigs sitting pretty comfortable. Advantage 2-0. Ready to go for sort of a safe jump. Jigs has shown that they're willing to DP. So, oh. A bit of stutter there. Okay,
Please don't DC. Oh, yeah.
Things seems to have normalized a little bit. Maybe just a lag spike. Okay, really nice again. As scary as Leo's pressure is, if you're just on top of your game, you can actually defeat that. Oh no, not quite ready there for the actual punish on the whiffed flash kick. Ooh, I like that. Again with the air throw. This should be it. No, not quite. Wasn't quite close enough. Really nice bait there, and actually gets the punish. Oh wow, not fast enough, but Jigs decides to just wake up with violence and gets a flagpole in his face for it. And Muddy sitting pretty comfortably. Oh no, the combo drops, but still, that was a really good cross up there. Okay, eat again. For the low. Ooh, wow, really nice versus the burst out of Jigs. And Jigs again, now just starting to use the fireball to get some neutral pressure in here going, but the tech trap, question mark, maybe a drop, maybe a tech trap, I don't know. I'm gonna be nice and give Muddy benefit of the doubt and say that was planned. And Muddy manages to get one on the board. And yeah, it was 2-0, but the games have definitely been a lot closer than the score indicated up to this point. Extremely scrambly. I mean, both these characters really big damage powerhouses, really good buttons, really on-gag characters, if you may. I like this thing that but is doing really nice bait on the burst there, just hard call out, and again with the beat. Okay, Jigs trying to mitigate the pressure, and that dust was just a little bit of a miracle there that worked how it did. Really good reaction DP there. I'm surprised it didn't get crushed up. Not gonna be the most damage because it's not the biggest starter, but still a ton of that. Messes up the safe jump. And Jigs again, this should be safe. Oh wow, this DP cancels and just out of food. Oh no, this is gonna be extremely tragic for Muddy if they don't get any chance to eat. Jigs with his liver of health, just trying to make the most of this advantage that's been presented with Muddy running out of food. Oh wow, just again with the parry on Muddy's wake up, expecting a DP or something like that, but Muddy decides not to just gamble it. Okay, I like that. Throw the parry. Bring that. Oh wow, just a little bit too slow there in the overhead. Really nice burst bait there. Sin, a character that has a lot of burst. Not exactly burst save points, but a lot of situations where it's really easy to bait burst. Really good cross up, and that was a burst super. And yeah, this should be really good damage optimizations there by Muddy. And all of a sudden, it seems like Muddy starting to get warmed up because the matches has been going very, very one-sided in his favor. Right, let's see, this is going to be the last one of this first round. And Muddy is starting strong with the AH counter hit, forcing the burst out of Jigs very early on. I really like what Muddy's doing. Oh wow, the try to... Was expecting a Rekka, probably gets punished. Okay, I like that. Again, I wonder if those like counter hits there have been messed up charge inputs. I know that sometimes things happen. Really good setup there with the instant overhead, but not quite enough there to convert. Okay. Artek trying to delay zero momentum as much as he can, but just ends up getting hit again and again, and this is a really good spot for Leo and Muddy this time around, not quite ready to answer with the DP, and Jigs manages to get one hell of a comeback round. Alright, those pressures, nothing to jump with the big diver, and immediately Jigs responds with the DP. Oh wow, really nice counter there. This time it was ready with the DP, and wow, expecting the burst there by Jigs. Back to neutral. Again, DP. There's been a lot of those interactions, just small situations there. I like that. With the projectile there, just guaranteed aid, and just DP out of hit stun, recognizing that he didn't spend any meter to continue the combo with the jump D. Okay. DP again, just raw DP, and gets chipped out. Wow. Jigs not quite there with the FD. Didn't quite recognize how low his HP had gotten with all those like stray hits that Muddy had gotten. Ooh, I really like that delay there, waiting for the parry to end up. And so far, despite the really nice comeback round that Jigs got, Muddy not want to get discouraged, and oh, that's a stun, and this is it. Yeah. The burst didn't come in time, didn't come back in time, and by the point you were stunned, Sin is able to just do enough damage in a single hit to guarantee that kill, and really nice reverse 3-0 from Muddy.
Let's check out this replay here. Got nice heads here. Got the stun too.
Yeah.
Definitely game, yeah. This is definitely game.
Jigs definitely a bit of a very active player on defense. Generally, just trying to swing, trying to DP, trying to do stuff. And while it worked really well for in those first two games, Muddy kind of just like got a little bit wiser to Jigs' antics and started to try and get the pace of the match more to his speed.
Yeah. Alright, let's get the Regal and what was it? Let me see. There's one more person here. Actually, no, never mind. It's 5 players. Yeah, 5 players in total. Yeah. Let's get Ragul and James in here. So, all right, James, you come back up here. So this way we're now 3 out of 5. It makes this a little more easier.
Yeah.
A little easier for more
it's gonna be Ragul versus Jigs.
Yep.
I'm gonna see a little bit more Leo action. Let's see what the matchup ends up being. Leo, a character that, well, not exactly top tier, very infamous in this game, the king of gorillas. Extremely oppressive character when you let him be. Character that has a lot of tools to disrespect pressure, neutral, and stuff like that. But also a character that can get just out neutraled relatively easily, despite how strong Fireball YRC is, as with a lot of the characters. There's some characters, for example, like Raven, that can just invalidate a lot of what Leo wants to do defensively and force him to play a little bit more standard, system mechanics, more honest defensive game plan, instead of just trying to brute force his way out of situations. Right, let's see. Ragul starting with 2D there. Blocking. Oh, wow. Maybe he was trying to throw the cross up. Still, burst, first to burst. Projected YRC, guaranteeing that even though the air tech there was fortunate, it wasn't enough for Ragul to go back to safety. And we're getting a lot of just short comboing to reset, and Leo is a character that facilitates that kind of gameplay, and if you're not ready for it, you will get mauled. Okay, nice air counter hit there, but not quite the confirm. Again, oh wow, counter hit. There's a lot of counters there. I really wonder what Ragul is pressing. And Jigs definitely not discouraged at all despite the reverse 3 experience. He's still just trying to enforce his game plan. He's the king of the jungle, baby. You have to play by his rules. Alright, really nice DP. And oh, that's gonna be a stun, and yeah. It was really tough. Maybe Ragul could have been able to burst like frame 1 if they were just like turbo mashing that. Maybe not. I didn't quite catch when the bar filled up. But still, Ragul didn't exactly get much to play around with. Raven, a very strong, very offensive character. A character that doesn't have many like particularly strong defensive tools on his own besides system mechanics. So if Leo just gets to work on you and this kind of stuff happens, then yeah, Raven is not going to look like the strongest character. But believe you me that if Raven gets cooking, boy does he get cooking. Still, so far Jigs doing a really good job preventing Ragul from bringing any semblance of a game plan. And another stun there. Ragul just constantly mashing, maybe just trying to, since the game is smash the deck and stuff like that, maybe just getting reset by that. So what you can do is you can be just mashing with like FD, just holding back so that it doesn't happen. Just hold a button and then mash another. If that's what's happening to you here, and Ragul is just getting hit trying to tech out of the combo. Alright. No block on the overhead, and oh wow, the burst just a little bit too high there, and another no, please don't. Oh, they IK, just rude like that. And yeah, I'm pretty sure out of the 4 rounds that these two have played, 3 of them have ended in stun, so Ragul definitely needs to try and slow down the pace of the game. It's pretty hard. Again, Leo's super oppressive character if he gets going. You kind of have to be like super on top of the game. Still, 2 matches, very commanding so far, but we saw Muddy pull the reverse trio back, so I'm not counting Ragul just out yet. Raven also a character that, while not exactly winning a single hit, he can swing the momentum of the match very easily. But so far, again, Jigs just continuing to press on the offense, hit after hit after hit. And this, oh wow, another reset, and yeah. Ragul probably not as experienced, getting hit a lot. A lot of resets, a lot of just mashing here. Okay. And yeah. Parry, you can't exactly just fly into Leo. He can just very effectively reaction parry that. You have to try and bait it with stuff like nails or things like that, or you have to be really like deliberate with the way you approach Leo from the air. He has really good anti-airs. So this is so far the most that Ragul has been able to play. So maybe he can get the round. Okay, it's fine. A little bit of a vapor punish, but it's fine. Just take what you can get. And here we're trying to see Ragul leverage a little bit more of the Raven's neutral advantage. Nails, such a good projectile. Orb, such a good projectile. And oh wow, I really was sure that Jigs was gonna end that with the super, but it doesn't end up mattering. He just goes for the H-Rika. And yeah. It's gonna be a swift trio for Ragul, for Jigs, or for Ragul. And we didn't really see much of Raven Cook, no ARP setups, not much of the dancing.
We'll probably do a lot more in the next one. Next one's gonna be a mirror.
Yeah. Ooh, mirrors are so messed up.
Yeah, they're messed up in so many ways too. Let's see here.
Raven mirrors are especially nasty because there's a lot of mind games at play with stuff like between the dance and the command grab and just like 2D stuff like that. All the options that you know you have, the other person also has it, and Raven has a lot of options to just like enforce extremely oppressive, hard to get out pressure. And at the same time, Raven doesn't exactly have the best defensive options. Mirrorless reversal, and his mash buttons aren't the greatest. They're fine, they're functional, they serve well enough as like a mash out, but stuff like that. And hey, it's perfectly balanced once again here. Title Guns and Ravens.
Yeah, Ragul can get back up there.
And yeah. Perfectly balanced, really good Raven player, so maybe Ragul can get to see a little bit more of what his character can offer. Yeah, this is gonna be pretty interesting. It's been a really long time since I've seen a Raven mirror. Character dropped decently high in popularity after the update. A while ago. Like, this is just like years and years ago, but like Raven used to be one of the most common characters, and then now it just feels like you barely see any Raven.
Yeah, after that big change, like the last patch that they did, like Raven got slightly nerfed, but he was still a really good character. Same goes to Chip though, because those two were just running a how should I say it? Running a terror on everybody.
Yeah. They were definitely just a bit overwhelming to deal with.
God. Speaking of Chip, you got the thief too.
Yeah. God. One thing that Raven does have, like, yeah, some people might think, yeah, his design is a little bit goofy and whatever. They might hate playing against him. You have to admit, Raven's opening is so cool. It's like actually one of the sickest openings in fighting games. Alright, we're seeing here a little bit of neutral shenanigans. I like that. Double overhead. Oh, really nice. I wonder what the D was from. So. Oh, wow. Yeah, no. Again, this is another matchup where you can't just recklessly go in and glide in, because just in the same way previously Leo could reaction counter, Raven can reaction dance. And Perfect Balance takes the first round of the match. Alright, like that, empty jump low, gets a counter hit, set up the orb. Okay, we block all the overheads, and we're back into Raven's tender range. Oh my god, that gold burst. Ragul probably expecting another super follow-up there after that, so maybe trying to get out of it and make Perfect Balance with the meter. Still, so far, not quite what you wanted there. Bit over-eager. That burst left you defenseless to what was a very, very good punish by Perfectly Balanced, just as expected. Immediate run back, Ragul not not trying to just like slow down the pace, not trying to just like take a breather. You just want to go and go and go. That's fine. Some people work like that. Some people prefer to just like take the downtime whenever they can get it. So far, pretty similar startup from most other matches. Perfectly balanced, just gets the counter hit. Oh, really nice hit there. And yeah, you have to be super careful with how you approach perfectly balanced, because the more you hit Raven through his dance, the more excitement meter you get him, and that's definitely not what you want to do. Excitement meter. The thing is, but Raven at 0 excitement is already a pretty decent character. When he's in that red bar of excitement, all of his strengths just get amplified so much. Becomes just so much scarier to deal with. Damage potential is just exponentially higher. Alright, to jump low. The collide mix-up is really ambiguous there. You have to be really careful with how you block them. There. No burst. Oh, wow, just a little bit too far there. And yeah, burst, really useful mechanic, but a lot of characters can circumvent burst pretty easily, just like the jointed hitboxes, or just some characters like Saint, for example, can just have just out-the-timed burst baits in some of the routing. Raven, not quite at that level, but at times just happen to outspace it, and Perfect Balance ended up getting that match with a perfect. Now let's see, can Ragul cook something here? I believe. It's also really rough in mirror matches, because when you're getting washed, you just feel like, there's literally nothing I can do here. You're just me but better. And sometimes that's just what you need to happen. Just to recognize where you can just get better at the game in a lot of the situations. Okay. Just go for the early knockdown. And yeah, Ragul so far, again, really proactive, really trying to just mash out of defensive situations and not been working out the most for him. Raven, not exactly the best character to do that with. And yeah, just life deficit was a little bit too high, perfectly balanced, no need to risk anything, just play the projectile game. And Ragul gets clipped, and that's round. Alright, bit of an unfortunate drop there by Ragul, which reset to neutral. Immediate burst there, we don't want things to happen. Again, we've seen what happens when Will is perfectly balanced. Just go ahead. Throw the orb out, trying to just limit perfectly balanced options, but he just patiently sits out there, throws some projectiles. I really like that cross under by Ragul. Unfortunately, not quite there with the conversion. Hasn't been able to just finish a full combo and get the solid nut down there. Oh wow, it just drops the combo again. That would have been pretty good. Still unfortunate. So far though, Ragul playing a little bit more calm. Oh no. The RC into the double grab, that's definitely builds a lot of excitement gauge. Alright. Ooh, reversal. I wonder what we're trying to press. It doesn't really matter, got counter hit by the projectile. And tried to jump out, but perfect balance just up there, ready to scout out that option. And it's gonna be another swift trio, this time in favor of perfect balance.
Alright. Don't worry, we will see more perfect balance, and we're gonna get muddy over here.
It's gonna be Muddy versus perfect balance?
Yep.
Okay, that's fine. That's gonna be a fun matchup. What's this?
Right here.
So far, I think the last Guilty Gear round robin, these two ended up at first and second, if I remember correctly. I know Perfectly Balanced ended up first. I think Muddy ended up second. Something like that. So yeah, we'll see how Muddy first this time around against Perfectly Balanced. So far, pretty passive round start. Really nice 5P there to just get Perfectly Balanced off the air. Oh wow, very unfortunate drop there from both of them actually. Neither of them managing to solidify their position in the corner, which just ends up to just more neutral mid-screen. Really nice defensive throw. And another hard burst bait. I wonder, perfectly balanced, he's probably just ready for Muddy there. Oh wow, he was trying to dance through the super there. Still no matter, manages to throw Muddy out of the offense. And after a couple of air-tech situations, perfectly balanced, looking with a decent lead, catches Muddy with the glide overhead, and not quite it, but a very tough situations if you're Muddy here. You have to be super careful, although Sin definitely has the damage potential to just at least force the burst out of perfect balance, which would be a pretty ideal situation here. But doesn't quite end up happening. The perfect balance, really good at scouting the attempted jump-ins. Baiting the forward movement with projectiles and then just trying to intercept Muddy in the air. Staying perfectly balanced, playing a lot more of range game. The mirror, since this is not the mirror, you have to leverage a different kind of strength. Okay, I like what he was doing here, but unfortunately not honest enough, and this is guilty trigger, you're gonna get thrown. You have to keep your pressure tight, or just be out of throw range. Oh wow, tried to blitz through the projectile, but unfortunately not quite there yet. Perfectly balanced, trying to hard read with the command grab anti-air, but that just ends up giving Muddy the entry that he needed. Extremely good air throw. Puts Muddy back in the corner. Again, air command grab PRC, just trying to keep your options covered. I like that. Just waiting, doing nothing after the glide and going immediately for throw. Overloading the mental stack. Glide is a really tough situation to deal with. So the more options you present after that, the better it is for you. Oh wow, very good. And Muddy went for the hard burst bait, and at that point you just have to just like take it. Oh wow, yeah. Perfectly balanced, decided not worth it bursting here. He's not gonna try and gamble it in neutral. He's just gonna leverage the little bit of burst advantage. Although Muddy's burst is almost back, so it's gonna be an advantage for very long, as he already has it back. Really nice anti-air there from the command jump. Backdash here to get out of the orb. Weren't able to quite backdash here. Pick throw. Raven gets a combo out of throw mid-screen. And really nice projectile where either stopping Muddy's approach. Okay, I'm just saying here. Really nice. Big driver, despite it being a super strong option, loses to moves like Raven's to H, which is like this huge sweeping move. It just low profiles it because Big Diver is actually rather susceptible to low profiles. So characters like this, stuff like Souls, Mechanic Viper, he can just low profile it.
What happened?
I don't know, I'm just stuck in a please wait situation. Are you also stuck?
I'm stuck as well. So, shit.
Are they playing the match?
Are they?
I don't know. I'm stuck here. I'm gonna just close the game and open it again.
Yeah, we might have to close it.
Yeah.
No, it's nothing to be worried about. I think we can fix
it. It happened between matches, so nothing was.
Yeah.
Nothing was lost, quite per se.
We can
a little bit of time.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. Still, like, the first match. It was the first match, right? It was 1-0, yeah, 1-0, yeah.
That was the first match. It was a pretty drawn-out match.
Yeah, we'll have to fix
both
that.
Both players playing pretty patiently.
Yeah.
Because both characters are pretty scary if you just let them get a hit in. Sin, not the type of character that people normally associate with like insane mix-ups and Nokia and stuff like that, but he can definitely just like blindside you with stuff like the instant overheads and the cross-ups.
Yeah. Alright, let's
yeah.
Nothing to worry about.
So far, that was a pretty fun match. These two.
Alright,
pretty.
I'll send you a new password here, so.
Okay.
it's gonna be on TOS, so it's gonna be XJ. There you go. XJ4H. This will be the new password for it as well. Let me getting over to myself to spectator's view. Let's get perfectly balanced over here. We're still perfectly balanced and muddy.
So now we're just waiting here. Couple things from the matchup that we haven't seen yet is just Muddy didn't really get a lot of mileage out of DP. Seen DP again extremely good, just because of how fast it is, and also just because of the fact that he can just cancel it and hit quote unquote mirrorlessly. Uses calories, but I mean you don't have to use tension for it. So DP, while risky, can help you get out of like a lot of not so tight situations, like the glide like 3-4 overheads in a row, the kind of stuff where you can technically just reversal out of it. It's a little bit of a gamble, because if you just over rely on it, a perfect balance can and should just start baiting it and then you just die, because if it whiffs, you're dead. But it's still a really good option to just like present, to just make it so that perfect balance doesn't get the just quote unquote set it and forget it type of mix up after glide. Things like that. I like Muddy's attempt there at using Blitz, didn't quite end up working out. Blitz also a pretty risky defensive option, despite the super high payoff if it works. So yeah, it's just a lot of trying to make sure you have the situation under control. Muddy has gotten a lot of pretty good hits, but not quite enough there to like, convert. Oh wow, again, just barely outside of range burst. Perfect balance, really good at just using Raven's range to sit outside of burst. Oh wow, another burst bait there, and that was a little bit of a riskier burst, because Muddy wasn't locked into anything after that command jump. Okay. The last hit of the falling overhead there. No hitting there. Didn't feel confident enough there to just do eat YRC, stuff like that. Pretty low. Okay, with that angle, try to reset the situation. Still, Raven not a character that's gonna be too sad for being thrown back to neutral, but then again, Earthquake buttons, the old classic, faithful and reliable, ends up giving Muddy the round. You really have to be sure that you get the rare knockdowns in Rest 2, because a lot of characters can do some very nasty stuff out of Earthquake buttons. Okay, nice defense. We blocked everything out of the glide, and I like that. Perfect balance, delivering meter gain and just trying to use dance and stuff like that. Okay, a bit of 2A pressure, trying to catch some mashes, but perfect balance. Really nice reaction there. Just waits for the perfect opportunity to mash, and the dances perfectly scouting out the outhands. Muddy at a very high life deficit. Really nice air throw though. That's definitely one way that you want to start working on the comeback. And unfortunately drops the combo, and again, one Earth X button round for you, one Earth X button round for me. Alright. Muddy trying to just run back into the game straight up. Big driver. Trying to scout out the situation here. Both players just trying to feel each other out. Although through a lot of just like stray hits, like 1-2 hit confirms, Muddy is already at like 40% HP. And he hasn't been able to just quite inflict the same amount of damage on top of perfect balance. No big combos yet, but so far perfect balance really good at navigating neutral with projectiles, with flies, with stuff like that. Just making Muddy have to take those huge risks like that jumping and just ready to punish them. Okay, like that. Immediately just goes there, expecting maybe the instant overhead there from Muddy. And that negative penalty.
Yep.
Not quite there yet, and yeah, perfectly balanced. Decided to just take this match really slowly, and that's fine. It was on Muddy to just get in and start just getting back some of that advantage that perfectly balanced generated in neutral. Right, baits the DP really good there by perfectly balanced still. Again, not the most solid knockdown. Or again, another whiff burst. Those have been lethal for everyone that's fighting Earth's perfect balance. Really nice stick throw. Combo should be Orboki. No, decides to go for the glide. Muddy ready, blocks all the overheads, but the projectile War C is gonna be what ends up taking it. Snuffs out the attempt by Muddy to just like big driver. And perfectly balanced at yet again, another really strong start, good block on the dust there. And not quite the right spacing for the cross up there. Let's perfectly balanced jump. And we reset back to neutral. Oh, I really like that. Muddy recognizes that he's not gonna be able to just get the full combo. Full charge of the big diver, just hoping to catch the air kick buttons, and has been so effective for both of them. And this should be it. Yeah, perfectly balanced, not even gonna try to burst there. Decides to take the advantage. This is one of those rounds where you just get smacked in the head. And against characters like Sin, that will happen. So perfectly balanced, again, just perfectly content with just keeping the full screen presence, waiting for Muddy to get in. But oh wow, really nice air throw there. Okay, super good response to the air tech. The air tech meta is evolving as we speak. Oh wow, really good there. Sin super tricky with those last second overheads, and Muddy manages to manages to put a point on the board there. It's 2-1 for perfectly balanced. And yeah, Sin definitely not the happiest character to be fighting Raven, both in lore and in general. It's a little bit of annoying, but it's not like a extremely like lopsided matchup either way. Both characters can just win out of the regular game plan. You just have to be a little bit extra careful with tools like, for example, Dance if you're Sin, or Big Driver if you're Raven. Super good anti-air. Muddy has been really aggressive with these air dashes in, and perfectly balanced has been just super content to sit back, anti-air, react. But so far, while that was working super well for perfectly balanced earlier on, Muddy's first started to just like slightly alter his timings, and just as I say that, gets anti-aired again. I like that. Baits out the anti-air command grab, not quite there with a punish. Oh wow, really nice meter there. Meter usage. Frame trap. Not quite enough Kyrie to kill. Never mind, I don't know anything about Sin riding next to Sims. I was expecting him to try and go into Big Diver loop, but clearly Muddy is the Sin main and not me. So we start the round with an air throw. Back again, perfectly balanced, trying to just like see how he can get command back of the match, because so far it's been, oh wow, extremely good burst bait there by Sin. Again, this character really hard to burst. He has a lot of very easy jump cancel moves, and unfortunately whiffs the instant overhead combo there, and lets perfectly balanced get back the corner with a throw. Right? Snacks him trying to run back in. Oh wow, okay. Dance YRC. And then projectile PRC ends up getting perfectly balanced another hit. Both characters at just about the same life. A little bit less, but Sin does more damage in average. Really nice stick throw there. And this shouldn't be it. Yeah, didn't build quite enough meter there. Perfect balance for the kill. Oh my god! Muddy is just on another level of mind games there with the blitz, but it doesn't end up working out. Not quite capable to stabilize the routing here. And that's going to be one round apiece in this fourth match. A lot of instant blocking here by Muddy. Okay, we blocked Dust. Really nice response. Perfectly Balanced also blocking the overhead. Move in, move back, block the anti-air. And again, both of them just not quite big hits so far, just a lot of scrambles, a lot of hits in neutral. And Perfectly Balanced being a little bit too reactive with these anti-airs, starting to give Muddy just chance to bait them out and try to just like retake space that way. Like that attempt at a cross-up. Oh, it tries to do the layer dash mix-up, really nice reaction there, jumping to command grab. And both of them, again, oh wow, the projectile perfectly placed there to interrupt the eat. You spend meter, hold down the neutral, my child, but Perfectly Balanced just able to jump over it. And again, with these anti-airs, Muddy is just getting a little bit too over-eager with the air approaches. Life total is not what it used to be, so you have to be super careful. Next hit probably will kill. No, never mind. But what will kill is really nice bait there on the far slash from Perfectly Balanced, and ends up taking the game with the diagonal projectile. That's 3-1 for Perfectly Balanced. Still really good showing, Muddy. First game, a little bit rough. Second game, a little bit rougher. Third and fourth game, a lot closer.
Yeah, no. We're coming up next. We get Rakul. How do you pronounce that? Rakul? Rakul coming up.
Rakul.
Yeah, Rakul. Yeah. This, the one I think
earlier. It's just how you pronounce it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how you pronounce it. Yeah. So I'm gonna get
him over here. Going from one Raven to another.
One Raven to another, yeah. That's how they spawn.
It's a 5-man round robin, so we have Leo, Sin, and then 2 Ravens. I wonder what the last character is.
They're probably lurking. I'll probably have him probably last in case he's still in the bracket. I'll probably check it. Oh shoot. So how many matches do we have left here? We got about 5 more matches to go too, so pretty getting somewhere.
All right. We'll see. Ragul, a little bit less experienced for Raven players, so let's see how he manages to deal with the tricky situations that Sin can force him into. We see their very early burst down here, and oh wow, really nice anti-jump low there. But Muddy ready to spec the projectile with TP. Okay. Oh wow. I wonder if that was an attempt at a reset. Okay, is... Oh wow, the third hit whiffs, but Ragul gets caught, probably trying to throw there. It looked like the start for 6H. Still Muddy, wow, just starting up the round with big driver there, just swinging that big ball around. Okay. Get the eat. And yeah, Ragul really aggressive with these glides in, and you definitely can't beat that laissez-faire with how you approach with Raven, just because despite how strong it is, it's all like quite telegraphed. A lot of characters can very easily react to you just gliding from full screen like that. Although I like that he's mixing up the timings, trying to just like bait the anti-airs and then whiff punish, but doesn't end up quite working out. Was already too low life when that situation came in, and Muddy ends up taking game 1 of a stray hit. Alright. Ragul taking a little bit of breather here, sitting here. Oh, returning to room. I wonder if we're gonna see a character switch. Oh, never mind.
No. It was just a time limit.
Okay.
Not a big deal. So.
Is this a strategist? Force this side swap so that the other opponent gets confused in their inputs. that's the Tekken strat still. Okay, 2D and then into DP, one into another. No big knockdowns yet so far, but Muddy manages to get the first couple big hits, and Ragul forced to burst for really long life. Okay. Oh wow, the counter hit Big Diver into the stun, and Ragul definitely been getting stunned a lot so far in the round robin. Still not getting discouraged. Trying to play their own style of Raven here. I like this a lot more. They're trying to just like be more patient, just control neutral, use the projectile, just the shorter glides. And it was working really well, just manages to get Muddy back to about half HP, but here we're in the situation where Ragul feels a lot less comfortable, which is in defense, a lot of counter hits, a lot of getting hit high. I really like that attempt of routing, unfortunately manages to drop it, but another drop and Ragul was ready to punish with super. Not enough excitement to make that one truly hurt, but still it's a pretty good chunk of life. Unfortunately, again, air tech buttons, Ragul not ready for that. Super important again that you manage to guarantee, if not an actual like air knockdown, just push them far enough away from you that you can react to like air tech, like dash buttons or air tech buttons. What's the run start? Okay. Forward slash. Couple fast slashes, but Muddy again. So winning the pretty big. Oh wow, the blitz. No confirm on the blitz though. As the overhead, just counter hitting both players. I mean, second burst by Ragul. Command grab and just land. Ooh. Unfortunately for Ragul, Muddy jumps out of the second command grab, and the projectile actually goes through Ragul while he was knocked down. So Muddy doesn't really get any Oki. Okay. Slow walk up is met up with the DP and top of Muddy. And the overhead to seal the round. Yeah, bit of a sloppy round. Bit of a messier fight, but Muddy definitely a lot more comfortable in this kind of like scrambly situations than Ragul is. Really good opening here. Inside overhead. Gets the loops? Yeah, we get those loops. No eatings here, and again, another counter hit. Seeing a character that builds a... Oh no, this is just rude. The double blitz here. I mean, I say it's rude, but it's actually like pretty smart because blitz does do a lot of damage, and Ragul was just about to get his burst back, so despite me saying rude, that was pretty smart on Muddy to just like guarantee the kills there, just locking out Ragul of his burst for a little bit longer. Next time, we have perfect balanced.
Yeah, we got Jigsaw and it's Jigsaw, no, it's Jigsaw, not Jigsaw, Jigs.
Jigs, yeah.
Jigs.
Then remember, I think I saw on the Twitch chat that Jig said that they practice with perfect balanced a lot, so maybe we're gonna see a couple of like pretty advanced layers of Yomi. Just they're both playing layer 69 or whatever. We're gonna see that 7-layered OS burrito in every single interaction, right?
Yep. That's what I'm hoping for.
So again, this matchup, relatively similar in just like event flow to the Sin Raven matchup. Leo, also a character that just wants to get in. The way they go about the win con is a little bit slightly different, and Leo does have the projectile on command to just like contest perfectly balanced from full screen. But still, Raven, a character can... It's rather tricky to catch, and Leo not the most mobile character. Stuff like JH is really good at like covering space forward, but we've seen what happens when you get over jumpy against perfectly balanced. You get anti-aired and then die. So we'll see. Okay, pretty nice their defense by Perfectly Balanced blocking the situations. Another whiff burst. I'm starting to feel like Perfectly Balanced has some sort of like mind control technique to force his opponents to just whiff burst in his combos. This burst, however, does not whiff, and oh wow, really nice there. Knowing the habit of Jigs to just try and be super proactive in defense. Set up the orb, go for the anti-jump low. And this should be it. Oh, not quite there yet, but trying to do the projectile on wake of the H projectile on top of that. A little bit too slow for that, and Jigs does get clipped by the orb. Way down. Okay. He's doing here. Command grab, no jump. Okay. Standard pressure here. Trying to catch a mash, trying to catch a jump out. Really good use of meter there to just like cover the projectile usage. Orb. But then first opening here so far for Jigs. Manages to put the perfect balance in the corner, but not quite there yet. Decides to gamble on the burst and the parry, and is forced to burst as a result. Or seeing some intense footsies here. Still trying to play Samsho. Okay, I like that. Back turn footsies, just ready to respond to any projectile with the counter. But in the end, Jigs is the one to pull the trigger first, and in this situation, the one who pulls the trigger first is usually the one who ends up losing, because Perfectly Balanced manages to react to the situation very effectively and take out the first game. Okay. Nice anti-air there. Just a little simple baby combo just to guarantee the orb knockdown. Like that. Oh, wow. The projectiles getting absorbed by Raven is something that's pretty sad for you, because just the nature of Leo's breakthrough being multi-hit just means that Raven just gets a ton of excitement gauge, and Raven has a ton of excitement gauge. Stuff like this is what's gonna happen. Not going for the dive kick super there, probably thinking it wouldn't have killed, so decided not to gamble on the meter. Ends up taking round anyways out of a really nice stuffing out of from Physics forward movement. Alright. Back to the situation at hand. The also familiar corner for perfectly balanced opponents. Really nice reaction there with the YRC after the dance. Air tech there, and really nice scouting the air tech with the air throw. Defensive throw, again, you have to be super careful. Keeping your pressure very well spaced. Another throw so far. And Jigs again forced to burst just at a sliver of health, and really nice reaction there, perfectly balanced. Manages to snuff out the 6H with the 5B mash. It's gonna be a rather swift 2-0 for perfectly balanced so far. Let's see if Jigs can make the run back happen. Jigs so far hasn't been able to just like enforce this sort of like super risk heavy, just high variance mix-up game plan so far. Perfect Balance is doing a pretty good job of just stabilizing the pace of the match. So far no big hits, both players just enjoying neutral. Really nice reaction there with the DP, forcing Perfectly Balanced to first. Alright, the Tornado actually catches the backdash there, color me a little bit surprised. I thought it was just far enough there, but not able to make too much out of that opening as Perfectly Balanced once again putting Jigs in the corner. Oh no. Yeah. Despite how good dance is, some things just... You can dance through everything. Tornado Supers in general being one of those things where they're a really good thing to just punish that if Raven is in that sort of situation where he will literally just die from damage. Right? Command grab guarantees the elbow key. Hits the overhead, another whiff burst. Yeah, the more I say this, the more like my mind control theory is starting to gain support in my head. Starting to think I'm right with that. Okay, I like that. Pretty nice combo there. Guaranteeing the knockdown. Not quite building enough meter for the dive kick super. But the snipe on the jump D is gonna give perfect balance. The perfect. And this is match point for perfectly balanced. Still, Jigs has shown that they have what takes a really nice reaction there. You can actually, in fact, throw the cross up from Leo. It's just a little bit tricky. Okay, setting the situation, and again with the throw on the cross up, Jigs getting maybe a little bit too predictable with the timing of at which he's trying to reversal. Okay, parry the projectile. Just a little bit of ping pong. Although this situation is pretty much very good for Valens, just getting free excitement gauge, and again, really nice reaction with the punish on the 6C. Turning the super comes out just to reset neutral a little bit. Low profile the 5H, I think that was. Okay, I like that. Jigs jumping on reaction to the glide just to nullify the mix-up potential. And really nice block on the dust there, though the anti-are not quite converting into the combo. The dash through the projectile, and Jigs forced to burst here. Both characters at one hit from death, and Jigs manages to catch the round with the S projectile. Jigs not quite out yet. Definitely showing what those practice sessions against Perfectly Balanced had taught him. And yeah, we've seen Jigs, when they're on defense, it can get a little bit scrambly, but when Jigs is able to just solidify offense and just start forcing the opponent to adjust to their pace, then that's when they really get going. Still, so far, not much of that has been going. Perfectly Balanced just controlling neutral, though really nice DP there. Sniping out the air stall attempt from Perfectly Balanced. Okay, back to neutral. Bit of preemptive parrying here by Jigs that could have been really dangerous, but Perfectly Balanced decides to jump. Forced to burst there, and I like what Perfectly Balanced doing, just dashing through the projectiles, though Jigs definitely also dashing through things with that super. Okay. Under pressure, decay into decay, not quite there yet with the combo. Another super good match by Perfectly Balanced, and the cross under ends up putting Jig back in the corner, and this is definitely not where you want to be. The projectile YRC really clean, manages to jump over the far slash, and is what ends up getting Perfectly Balanced there. Wow. Match point again for Perfectly Balanced. Up to Jigs to prevent that from happening, but so far doesn't look like that's gonna be too successful since Perfectly Balanced got a couple of pretty standard, pretty clean hits. A little bit of jumping back, just throwing projectiles, forcing Jigs to, again, Perfectly Balanced super content with forcing his opponent to just be the one to make mistakes. Really nice bait on the B there. Not quite there sufficient for the burst, although this time is. And excitement gauge is at maximum. Oh wow, oh no. Okay. The situation wasn't what I thought. I was just gonna respond to with the super to the excitement gauge. And yeah, you saw that, all that huge like purple stuff, that's all recoverable life. When you get hit in dance, you just gain a lot of recoverable life that just... If you die from the damage though, you still die, but as we saw there, Perfectly Balanced have like half a bar. And after the dance end, it just immediately recovers it all. So it's a bit of a gamble there. You have to be super aware of how much damage things do when you want to play around with that. So far, pretty good match for both of them. It's a 3-1. I think Perfect Balance versus Muddy was also another 3-1.
Yeah. Well, then we get the next two. We have two more to go, so. We gotta get Muddy and probably lurking. Alpi's still here.
Yeah, they were on another bracket, right?
Yeah, they're on another bracket, so I'm gonna get that around.
Right, so while we're waiting for Probably Lurking, there's still those match arena codes to support the tournament. Always important here to help out your friend Serpent. It's been taking time out of his week to run these tournaments for just Guilty Gear and Blaze Blue, Grand Blue, Melty, all of those. So if you're here in the stream and you can, just go in, click on the codes, and help the players get paid a little bit more.
Alright, cool.
Thanks for running. Thank you
Alright,
for joining, Perfect Balance.
Alright, let's get yeah, just get him over here too, so yeah. Glad I called him over. Whew, that was close. Before they start. There's Master.
We're about to start another match.
And then last one will be definitely will be Muddy and probably Lurking. Oh, Muddy, you can jump out. Muddy!
Muddy, you're after this one. So right now it's gonna be... should be Ragul versus probably Lurking, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Muddy is after this one.
Cool, alright, cool.
There we go. Another Axel avatar. Oh wow, an Answer player! That's not something you see every day. This is exciting. Answer, a really character that a lot of people seem to like, but a lot of people don't seem to play. People really love ninjas. If it's sort of a similar situation to Bang, where people think like Bang is like the sickest fighting game character ever, but then you ask them to play Bang and they just say no. Character's pretty odd, pretty unorthodox. Still. Okay. So far, Answer's main mechanic being the seals that you're seeing there, just allow to get a lot of air mobility. Just gives them like a little hang spot there, from which they can do like different follow-ups. Okay, just so far both players not too big on like high confirms, just doing like 2k 2d, stuff like that. Pretty short combos, just guaranteeing the knockdown and trying to set up some Oki, which is pretty fine if you're not comfortable doing longer combos, and whatever gets you a knockdown is generally more important than damage at a very basic level. Silver characters, both players really just trying to touch each other out, and then Ragul really just mashing that super there in that situation. Probably, I'm not expecting probably Lurking to just continue that combo, so a gamble that paid off effectively for Ragul. And probably Lurking, not so much there being able to just make use of Answer's mobility so much. Oh, there you saw a bit of an attempt there. Okay, oh wow, drops the WRC confirm there. And gives Ragul a chance to just keep that corner pressure, and we're just seeing here some pretty standard, just trying to keep you in the corner, just far slash, just what are you gonna do, trying to scout out your opponent's reactions. A lot of, again, short trades here. Ooh, command grab, I like that. The dash into the low. Oh? Okay, probably Lurking, unfortunately, drops the combo and gives Ragul enough space to finish that up with a sweep. 1-0 for Ragul. Raven is just such a messed up guy. I love him. So we'll see. Again, a lot of scrambles. I've noticed that matches with Ragul tend to be really scrambly. Maybe that's what they feel more comfortable with, or maybe it's just like less experience with the game. It's fine. They're so far doing a pretty good job of just like spacing around probably Lurking, just trying to snuff out a forward movement with far slash 5H. Okay. Oh, really nice 2D there, but unfortunately no confirm. Lets Ragul go into their own dust. Oh wow, that Gold Burst seems to me like a bit of a miss input there. Not the most lethal one, because Ragul does have a pretty hefty life lead, but probably Lurking. Okay, I like what we're doing. Just, again, pretty short form trades. Oh wow, that mash and the anti-air command grab, really nice recognition there. Expect probably lurking to go to the seal to try and get some mix-up going. So just definitely just puts a stop to that with the air command, anti-air command grab. Okay. Probably lurking, misjudges a little bit the dash of the distance dash there. So putting himself back in the corner. Bursts out and really nice anti-air there. The wear C to try and facilitate the confirm, but not enough. They soon drop though. Again, both players mainly just trying to like reach neutral. Gets out with the door. Although immediately goes back in and gives Ragul another chance to keep pressuring. And the trusty far slash is what's gonna end up sealing the round. Ragul up 2-0. Probably lurking again. Not probably a little bit newer to Answer as well. Answer a really hard character to play. Definitely has tools that a lot of other characters don't exactly like. A lot of players don't use Answer's tools all that intuitively, so it's understandable when stuff like that happens. Still, pretty nice like that. Good use of the seals there. Ragul, however, throwing the orb in defense and manages to make it work, forcing lurking to crouch. Jump D. Okay, both players just doing a couple hits into blocking back. That does hits, but is immediately bursted back by probably lurking. A lot of empty YRCs just to check what their opponents is doing. So far, probably lurking has been getting clipped out a lot when trying to do some form, when maybe they're not all that used to just do like FD breaking and stuff like that. Those little movement quirks that make dealing with zoning a lot easier because of the dash skid. Okay, and Ragul is getting away with some really disrespectful pressure resets there with these orbs. Probably working could be challenging with 2D or stuff like that. Maybe should again. Right. Again, back to the left side corner. And Ragul whips the super, which is probably one of the best options that probably Lurking has had so far yet. Okay, doing a little bit of jumping, and puts himself in the corner. Maybe he was trying to do like some anti-jump build, but the button didn't come out. Jump back in a panic. The door gets nuffed out, so not quite there yet. Okay, oh wow, tried to maybe go for a Nisuna reset. Still pretty low on HP. And yeah, the 2H, not quite there yet, no counter hit for it to confirm. And that move is extremely laggy, so Ragul able to punish.
Alright, now we had to get Muddy in probably the last one in our matchup here today, so we'll be probably lurking and Muddy, so let's get them over here. Last one.
Right, last match of the round robin is going to be probably Lurking versus Muddy. And probably Lurking is going to have to be a lot more careful the way they were just like dropping combos and stuff like that, or just not going knockdowns, because Muddy definitely a lot more experienced of a player, so he will punish you a lot more if you gave him those kind of opportunities. Again, as I said well earlier, if you're not all that comfortable with your combos, just getting whatever into knockdown is fine. It doesn't have to be fancy, it's just like, you can even do like Strive Gatlings to KTD, stuff like that. I mean, ideally you do a bit longer of a BNB, because at the very low levels, most characters can have very consistent knockdowns. But yeah, it's fine. As I said, Answer is also like a pretty hard character to play. Pretty hard character to pick up and even harder to play optimally. Although a good answer is super sick to see, it's pretty rare. This is like high time investment the character demands of you, because compared to like him being like, he's not bad by any means, he's like a pretty solid character, but that's all that he is solid. It's like you're gonna get like some absolute like eldritch, unheard of, unfathomable mix if you just like master answer. He can do like some very cheeky stuff, like he's gonna reset, stuff like that. He can be really tricky to block if you're not used to like fighting answer, and a lot of people aren't.
Yeah.
But at the very low level, I feel like despite the not so favorable results, probably Lurking has just about the right idea, you know?
And also,
get the knockdown.
Yeah, before I say any more, we also have Matcherino going on too. So in case you didn't click the Matcherino, it should be in the chat right now. So don't get the Matcherino.
True.
Yeah, so
Matcherino there. Answer is hard, but contributing to Matcherino is easy, so might as well take the easy road and click on those codes.
Yeah, on those codes, yep. And also, we're waiting for probably lurking. You're still alive. Answer me. You're probably lurking in the Discord right now, so please come out of your hole.
It is a pretty good tag. Probably Lurking is a really good tag.
Yeah, I know. Wow, your man cave. Time to spread your rings. Got one more match to go, man. I got Snowfield at 7. This was the perfect timing. Yeah, Sylvie. Okay, don't forget to turn into Veneria Snowy, who is holding Snowfield. Probably one of the bigger Blaze Blue brackets out there too right now. So right now we're running a 35. I'm trying to make it there before before this game closes. So I'm up back in.
I mean, it's fine. You have probably enough time.
Yeah, I've probably enough time, so I'm just waiting at the moment.
So far, we've seen pretty good matches. Some clearly newer players, probably Lurking, Ragul, some bit more experienced players. So some really fun matches again. Probably balanced. Pretty clean record so far. I don't think they dropped any set. They lost games, but I don't think they dropped any set so far.
Oh, sorry.
Still waiting on probably Lurking.
So I'll go a few minutes before I make the final decision.
Yeah, that's fine.
3 minutes at least, 3 or 5. Also, yesterday that was a kind of a wonderful stacked bracket I had yesterday in Blaze Blue. Oh god.
Yeah, I didn't have enough time to catch it there.
Yeah, sadly. I was expecting to lose like around like what 7th or 4th place, because one person that beat me in Super TSB, he beat me pretty badly. I was like, god damn, I got lost that bad. So I gotta kind of shape up a little bit. So then, but I wasn't proud of my performance, but it was still a win. So I got through that. 4th place, I was supposed to lose, but someone dropped their combo and I didn't die for it. So it was a very crazy situation right there.
Yeah, that really sounds like a hectic bracket.
Yeah, 4th place. Yeah, during the loser semis, it was definitely the time where like me and him are really snuffing each other out back and forth in neutral too, being ready for anything that's gonna come at us too. So it was one of those matches where like we had to be ready for it too. So, and we're kind of even on that one too. So it was a very scary matchup, very frightening. And then that, like the last minute, as soon as I got hit by the overhead, I was so dead. I was like really dead. Yeah, I hope he doesn't drop this combo. And he dropped it by seeing that last hit with no super. I was like, are you trying to bait a burst on me, or are you trying to throw super? Then he just and I OD'd so I can stop the time, so I can get my revenge. So it gives me enough time to get him while the time is stopped. unfortunately air dash backwards and then I JC him on range, and then he died for it.
Yeah.
It was very stressful. It was very nerve wracking. Not gonna lie. And
That's fine. I wish I could have joined.
Yeah, no, it was like the WAS tournament, I think. Oh, Lurky is texting right now, so good.
Hey, they were in fact lurking.
I had to step out for the other bracket. Oh god. Oh damn. So he's always in the other bracket right now.
BRT.
Alright, BRT. I'll be right there, yeah, so we can wait a little longer though.
Yeah.
I got a lot of time on my hands.
I mean, this is gonna be the last match of the tournament, so it sounds like...
Might as well just be patient.
Yeah.
I think the last time I run a tournament this badly was it was a Parsec tournament on BDCF. It was one of the worst experiences I ever had. It was just like...
Jesus, Parsec tournaments are actual hell.
It's like worse than the delay base we had, and it was just to play the game properly without with like delay and bullshit too. So we tried doing that. It was mad hell. It was just like waiting for other people who are available. It was taking forever. They're trying to connect to each other as well too. It was much of a hell. I had one person I had to drop out too because it was not running what it was supposed to be, and I think the cloud PC I had was not running really great. So I tried to do like the shadow for once, but had some on and off. So it wasn't so bad, but it was still feel pretty.
It was definitely an experience.
Yeah, I think I'll only run Parsec. I'll probably only run Parsec for Marvelin or other games that are that run pretty good without delay.
Yeah, that are like actually unplayable without Parsec.
I mean, I tried it with Metal Slug with a friend of mine. It worked out fine with him. Actually, it wasn't so bad.
Yeah, although a lot of the older games that aren't like explicitly supported in 5K, like a lot of the older like PS1 fighting game titles, the emulator actually did get rollback. So.
Oh yeah. Which one?
That's pretty hype. We can have like unironic rival schools tournaments now.
Oh, nice.
Like actual old school rival schools.
Oh yeah, the PlayStation emulator.
Oh,
nice. You can actually
the
run
PS1 version. That when I heard that, it was actually got me so hyped. But so back to the Marathon here. We're gonna have Muddy change to Cum, maybe taking it a little bit easier on those lurking. Although they just there. Okay, Projectile WRC. Cum, a little character that's a pretty big fan favorite. People really tend to root for Cum. He's a pretty hard character to hate unless you're actually fighting him, because the orbs are extremely tough when you're the one that's being sandwiched between them. It's just corner on command, and Cum is definitely a character that just has a ton of damage. Okay, I like that, the delay overhead there on the knock and the fall down. Just to guarantee the mix-up, and Buddy takes the first round. Okay. Really nice air throw by Probably working there. Trying to reset a little bit back to neutral. And this is a situation where it's pretty tough. Oh wow, really nice mash out there. It's really hard to have the mental awareness of knowing when to mash and comes pressure, because if you mash wrong, you will die. Axe kicks can and will just obliterate your entire life bar. I like that. Bit of an attempt at a cross up there. Probably working, keeps going to 2H, and maybe that's just a little bit of a... Oh, not dead. Never mind the OTG. That's 1-0 for Muddy. Kind of my character that, despite being really oppressive in pressure, is also another of those not the best characters, which is alright. It's definitely a character that has to work pretty hard for the same reward a lot of characters can get for less work. But still, definitely a very effective character in his own right. Looks like answered both characters. Pretty scary mid tiers if you know what you're doing with them. Or if you don't know what you're doing against them. Also like extremely scary. And here probably lurking, getting a little bit less on the knowledgeable side of the matchup. Trying to just like test the waters there with those 2Ps. A bit of 2K there. Just getting counter hit. But it's fine, you learn by making mistakes. Yet another really clean air throw by probably lurking. Okay, I like that tick throw. This is guarantee. The corner on command. Blue orb. Not quite there yet. Oh, wow. Probably lurking. Doesn't get the knockdown. And the backdash in the corner actually manages to save him from the overhead. Giving him enough time to get the burst back, but the lowest possible earth throw is going to be what ends the round. Muddy.
That throw without having enough range. What the hell?
that was a guilty gear throw. That had to be like very tight. So Muddy definitely responding to the couple times he's got an air throw before working with a nerf throw of his own. Really impressive one at that. So, okay. Have a Zenoki. A little bit of Shuriken Warrior C. Okay, corner on command, gets hit low. So far Muddy has been going high-low and then high-low and then low-high. It's pretty tough, it's a pretty basic mix-up, but when you're in that kind of situation when Kum is just blocking you in with the orb, it can be pretty hard to get in. And another unfortunate drop by probably lurking is that ends up giving Muddy the time to just mash 5B there. Okay. With pressure here. Okay, axe kick. Yeah, no, fully charged, you can't contest that. Okay, catching. Really nice catch there on the backdash. Okay. Even a combo. Okay, not quite there enough for the anti-air confirm. And oh wow, this super arm. This is... I mean, Pro Working was doing a pretty smart thing of just like everything to just prevent the chip damage, but in that kind of situation, if you're only just holding forward, you will get thrown. And that's gonna be a 3-0 by Muddy, and with that, I guess that's the end of a round robin.
Yep, that's the end of it, yep. And so far, let's see the score for it, so... Let me see there. Wrong one. So Muddy 3-0, which means he should be...
Should be second after perfect
yeah,
balance.
Muddy should be second, yeah, too, so no tiebreaker whatsoever. Okay, we're good. So first one goes to perfectly balanced, Muddy, the Jigs, then Ragul, and probably lurking. The last two guys couldn't make it, so unfortunately, that's all I can do right now. So unfortunately, but hey, we're still able to bring some more Xrd matches here for you guys. So which is fine. So pretty good round robin here and there too. And don't worry, we're not really done for this week. We got Plus Star coming tomorrow as well, and we got like Blaze Blue coming on Sunday. Got to move up a few dates here and there too because of a lot of bad timing here and there. So, but it's fine. We can actually make this work. All right, that's the end of it. All right, thank you, Rashar, for tuning in and helping with the commentary.
Yeah, that's fine. Thank you for hosting, and again, happy to help.
All right, man. So let's close it out here, and I'll see you next time when I call you.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, no problem, man.
Be seeing you around.
All right, everyone.
Bye, everyone. Thanks for joining.
Yep. All right, time to close this out here for tonight. So, anywho. Hey, what's up, guys? It's NW Serpent here right now. thank you guys for watching for Calamity Crusade. Like I said, we still have Plus R coming up tomorrow too. We got a couple people signed up for it as well, so hopefully we get a bigger bracket for this one. So yeah, I might change the time so I can get better sleep, but we'll see what happens incoming like tomorrow. But we'll see what happens. So Friday and Saturday Plus R, Sunday Blaze Blue, Blaze Blue Central Fiction. So. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Have a good one, and peace.